Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dear Mathematics, and also welcome to the chapter of integration. In this particular video session we are going to discuss about the algebra of integration, and then we are going to solve some of the basic problems based upon the algebra of integration. So let us come to the first property of the algebra of integration, the differentiation of integral of the integrand with respect to x is equal to the integrand. That means the differentiation of any integral is the integrand itself. The second one is integral of the k multiplied with any function f of x. That means scalar multiplied with any function f of x, and its integral with respect to x is equal to the scalar multiplication of the integral of f of x with respect to x. Then coming to us to the third property, integral of the sum of f of x plus g of x with respect to x, then it will be integral of f of x with respect to x plus integral of g of x with respect to x. Similarly, in the subtraction case, integral of the subtraction of f of x minus g of x, the subtraction of f of x and g of x with respect to x is equal to integral of f of x dx minus integral of g of x dx. So here these are the basic four properties of algebra of integration, and we have to solve some of the questions based upon these four properties of algebra of integration. Now coming to the problem section, here it is the first question, integral of 4x cube dx. As 4 is a scalar according to the properties of algebra of integration, first of all we have to shift this 4 towards the outside of the integration process. This will be 4 multiplied with integration of x cube dx. Then it will be 4 multiplied with x to the power 4 divided by 4 plus any constant c. Then simplifying it will be just x to the power 4 plus c. Then the second question is here. Again we have to take 2 towards the outside of the integral process. 2 multiplied with the integration of cos x dx, then it will be 2 sin x plus c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 2. Then coming to us to the third question, (3 to the power x plus 2 and its integral with respect to x), 3 to the power x multiplied with 3 to the power 2. Then again taking the scalar towards the outside of the integration process. So it will be 3 to the power 2 multiplied with integral of 3 to the power x dx. Then it will be 9 multiplied with 3 to the power x divided by log 3 plus any constant c, and here it is the solution for the problem number 3. Then coming to us to the problem number 4. Here we have to apply the property number 3. Property number 3 of algebra of integration. Integral of 2x square dx plus integral of 3x dx plus integral of 5 dx. 2 multiplied with integral of x square dx plus 3 multiplied with the integral of x dx plus 5 multiplied with integral of dx. Then it will be 2 multiplied with x to the power 3 divided by 3 plus 3 multiplied with x to the power 2 divided by 2 plus 5x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 4. Then moving to us to the problem number 5 and onwards. Now coming to us to the problem number 5, integral of the multiplication of x plus 2 and x plus 3 with respect to x. So first of all we have to multiply this, x multiplied with x plus 3 plus 2 multiplied with x plus 3 and its integral with respect to x. X square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6, then it will be integral of x square plus 5x plus 6. Then it will be integral of x square dx plus 5 multiplied with x dx plus 6 multiplied with integral of dx. Then it will be x cube divided by 3 plus it will be 5x square divided by 2 plus 6x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 5. Then moving to the problem number 6. Integral of square of x plus 3 with respect to x. It will be x square plus 6x plus 9. Then applying the algebra of integral. Integral of x square dx plus 6 multiplied with integral of x dx plus 9 multiplied with integral dx. Then it will be x cube divided by 3 plus 6 multiplied with x square divided by 2 plus 9x plus any constant c. Just simplifying this step, it will be x cube by 3 plus 3x square plus 9x plus any constant c, and this will be answer for problem number 6. Now coming to us to the problem number 7. Just separating the terms, we have x4 divided by x cube divided by x cube plus x square divided by x cube. Just simplifying the terms present in the bracket, we have it will be integral of x plus 1 plus 1 by x with respect to x. Then it will be integral of x dx plus integral of 1 dx plus integral of 1 upon x dx. Then it will be x square divided by 2 plus x, then integral of 1 by x, it is log modulus of x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 7. Then coming to us to the problem number 8. Integral of whole square of root x plus 1 by root x. Then it will be whole square of root x plus whole square of 1 upon root x plus 2 multiplied with root x and 1 by root x. Then it will be integral of x plus 1 by x plus 2. Integral of x dx plus integral of 1 upon x dx plus 2 multiplied with integral of dx. Then it will be x square divided by 2 plus log modulus of x plus 2x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 8. Then coming to us to the problem number 9 and onwards. Then coming to us to the problem number 9, it is given that we have to evaluate the integral of x cube minus x square plus x minus 1 whole divided by x minus 1 with respect to x. Taking x square as common from the first two terms of the numerator, we have it is x minus 1 plus again taking 1 as common from the last two terms, it is again x minus 1 in the bracket, then the denominator is remaining here dx x minus 1 and its integral with respect to x. Then the numerator is in the form of the multiplication of x minus 1 with x square plus 1 whole divided by x minus 1. Just cancelling the common factor from the numerator and denominator, that is x minus 1. The remaining part is here the integral of x square plus 1 with respect to x. Then here you have to apply the algebra of integration, that means integral of x square dx plus integral of 1 dx. Then it will be x cube divided by 3 plus x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 9. Then coming to us to the problem number 10. Then coming to us to the problem number 10, it is integral of x4 plus x square plus 1 whole divided by x square minus x plus 1. Then it will be the numerator part will be factorized into the product of x square plus x plus 1 multiplied with x square minus x plus 1. The unchanged term in the denominator is here x square minus x plus 1 and its integral with respect to x. Then cancelling again the common parts from the numerator and denominator, it is x square minus x plus 1 from the numerator as well as from the denominator. The remaining part is here x square plus x plus 1 and we have to integrate this with respect to x. Then it will be integral of x square with respect to x plus integral of x with respect to x plus integral of 1 with respect to x. Then it will be x cube divided by 3 plus x square divided by 2 plus x plus any constant c, and this is the answer for the problem number 10. Then coming to us to the problem number 11. Now coming to us to the problem number 11, if the degree of the numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of the denominator, then you have to factorize the numerator by the denominator. So in this case you can say that the degree of the numerator is 4 and the degree of the denominator it is 2, and it is greater than the degree of the numerator is greater than the degree of the denominator. So just we have to divide x4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 2 with x square plus 1. So it will be x4 plus x square, just subtracting. The x4 and x square got cancelled here. The remaining terms are x cube plus x plus 2. Then just by putting x here, it will be x cube plus x. The remainder is 2 here. So in place of this form, we can write down x square plus x plus 2 divided by x square plus 1 and its integral with respect to x. Then it will be integral of x square dx plus integral of x dx plus 2 multiplied with integral of x square plus 1 dx. Then it will be x cube divided by 3 plus x square divided by 2 plus 2 tan inverse x plus any constant c. Then moving to us to the problem number 12. Suppose it is given that integral of x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2 with respect to x, and you can see that the term which is present in the numerator part can be factorized into the product of another two parts or another two factors. So it will be x plus 2 multiplied with x minus 2, because this 4 will be in term of 2 square. So x square minus 4 will be x square minus 2 square. So it will be x plus 2 into x minus 2. Again in the denominator part it is x minus 2 and we have to integrate this with respect to x. But before going to the integration process, first of all we have to cancel the common parts here. So integral of x plus 2 with respect to x, then it is integral of x dx plus 2 multiplied with the integral of dx. So it will be x square divided by 2 plus 2x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 12. Then coming to us to the problem number 13. From here we will see another type of integration. The integrand is of the form of trigonometric functions. So let us solve some of the problems which is based upon the integral of trigonometric functions. Then let us go through the problem number 13. It is given that we have to integrate a tan square x with respect to x, but it is impossible to find out the direct value of integral of tan square x. So first of all we have to convert a tan square x into another form. The value of a tan square x, it is sec square x minus 1. And now from here, by applying the algebra of integration, we can integrate this function. So integral of sec square x dx minus integral of 1 dx, then it is integral of sec square x dx, it is tan x minus integral of 1 dx, it is x plus any constant c. And this is the answer for problem number 13. Then integral of a cot square x dx, similarly as like the problem number 13, first of all we have to convert cot square x into the another form. It is cosec square x minus 1. Then we have to apply the algebra of integration. It is integral of cosec square x dx minus integral of 1 dx. Then integral of cosec square x dx, it is minus cot x, then it is minus x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 14. Then moving to us to the problem number 15. Integral of 2 cos x minus 3 sin x plus 4 with respect to x. 2 multiplied with the integral of cos x dx minus 3 multiplied with the integral of sin x dx plus 4 multiplied with the integral of dx. Then it is 2 sin x minus 3 integral of sin x, it is minus cos x plus 4x plus c, but we have to simplify this step. Then it will be 2 sin x plus 3 cos x plus 4x plus any constant c. Then moving to us to the problem number 16. Integral of square root of 1 plus cos 2x with respect to x. Square root of 1 plus cos 2x. The value of 1 plus cos 2x, it is 2 cos square x, and its integral with respect to x. Then root 2 multiplied with the integral of cos x dx, then it will be root 2 sin x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 16. Then moving to us to the problem number 17. Integral of square root of 1 minus cos 2x dx. Then it will be integral of square root of 2 sin square x dx. Then it will be root 2 multiplied with the integral of sin square x. Okay, integral of sin x with respect to x. Then it will be root 2 integral of sin x, it is minus cos x plus any constant c. Then it will be minus root 2 cos x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 17. Then coming to us to the problem number 18. Integral of 1 plus sin 2x. Integral of sin x plus cos x, the whole square of sin x plus cos x. From the trigonometry topic, we know that from the 11th class, we know that whole square of sin x plus cos x is equal to 1 plus sin 2x. So it will be just integral of sin x plus cos x with respect to x. Then by applying the algebra of integral, it will be integral of sin x plus integral of cos x with respect to x. Integral of sin x, it is minus cos x plus integral of cos x, it is sin x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 18. Then moving to us to the problem number 19. Integral of square root of 1 minus sin 2x. Then it will be integral of square root of whole square of sin x minus cos x. Then it will be just integral of sin x minus cos x. Then it is integral of sin x dx minus integral of cos x dx. Integral of sin x, it is minus cos x. Then minus integral of cos x, it is sin x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 19. Then coming to us to the problem number 20 and onwards. Now it is the time for problem number 20. It is given that integral of 1 upon sin square x multiplied with the cos square x with respect to x. In place of 1, we can put sin square x plus cos square x whole divided by, it is The unchanged term are there, cos sin square x multiplied with cos square x. Then just by separating these terms, based upon the denominator parts, we have sin square x divided by sin square x multiplied with cos square x plus cos square x divided by sin square x multiplied with cos square x. Then just cancelling the common parts here, we have it is 1 upon cos square x plus 1 upon sin square x. 1 upon cos square x, it is sec square x, plus 1 upon sin square x, it is cosec square x. Then integral of sec square x dx plus integral of cosec square x dx. Integral of sec square x, it is tan x. Integral of cosec square x, it is minus cot x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 20. Then coming to us to the problem number 21. Integral of cos 2x divided by sin square x into cos square x. In place of cos 2x, we can put here cos square x minus sin square x, which is the value of cos 2x. Again we have to separate these terms based upon the denominator. So it will be cos square x divided by sin square x into cos square x minus sin square x divided by sin square x multiplied with cos square x. Then just cancelling the common parts here, we have it is 1 upon sin square x minus 1 upon cos square x. 1 upon sin square x, it is cosec square x minus sec square x, and its integral with respect to x. Then by separating, we have integral of cosec square x dx minus integral of sec square x dx. Then integral of cosec square x, it is minus cot x minus integral of sec square x, it is tan x plus any constant c, which will be the answer for the problem number 21. Now let us go through the problem number 22 and onwards. In the problem number 22, we have to integrate 2 plus 3 cos x divided by sin square x with respect to x. So just separating, it is 2 upon sin square x plus 3 cos x divided by sin square x. It is 2 cosec square x plus 3 cosec x into cot x, and we have to integrate with respect to x. Then it is 2 multiplied with the integration of cosec square x dx plus 3 multiplied with the integral of cosec x into cot x dx. It is 2 integral of cosec square x, it is minus cot x, then plus 3 multiplied with the integral of cosec x cot x, it is minus cosec x plus any constant c, so it will be minus 2 cot x minus 3 cosec x plus any constant c. Then coming to us to the problem number 23. Cos 2x minus cos 2 alpha divided by cos x minus cos alpha, and we have to integrate this function with respect to x. First of all, let us put the value of cos 2x, which is 2 cos square x minus 1. Then the value of cos 2 alpha, it is 2 cos square alpha minus 1 divided by cos x minus, okay. Coming to us to the problem number 23, we have to integrate cos 2x minus cos 2 alpha divided by cos x minus cos alpha with respect to x. First of all, let us put the value of cos 2x, which is 2 cos square x minus 1 minus the value of cos 2 alpha, it is 2 cos square alpha minus 1 whole divided by cos x minus cos alpha. Then simplifying, it is 2 cos square x minus 1 minus 2 cos square alpha plus 1 all divided by cos x minus cos alpha. Then cancelling both of the minus 1 and plus 1, we have it is 2 cos square x minus 2 cos square alpha whole divided by cos x minus cos alpha. Then taking 2 as common, it is 2 cos square x minus cos square alpha whole divided by cos x minus cos alpha. Then it will be 2 multiplied with cos x plus cos alpha multiplied with cos x minus cos alpha whole divided by cos x minus cos alpha, and its integral with respect to x. Then cancelling both of the common parts from the numerator and denominator, the remaining terms are here 2 multiplied with integral of the remaining terms are 2 multiplied with integral of cos x plus cos alpha with respect to x. Then it is 2 multiplied with integral of cos x dx plus 2 cos alpha multiplied with integral of dx, because cos alpha is a constant, so it has to be carried out to the outside of the process of integration. So it is 2 sin x plus 2x cos alpha plus any constant c. X is for the integral of dx. Integral of dx, it is x. So the resultant is here. This is the complete answer for the problem number 23. Then moving to us to the problem number 24 and onwards. Here it is the number 24, integral of 1 plus sin x dx. Here just we have to multiply 1 minus sin x to both numerator as well as in the denominator. Then it will be 1 minus sin x divided by 1 square minus sin square x. The value of 1 square, it is 1, so it is 1 minus sin square x. Then it will be 1 minus sin x divided by cos square x. It will be 1 upon cos square x minus sin x divided by cos square x. 1 upon cos square x, it is sec square x minus sin x upon cos square x, it is sec x into tan x. Sec x into tan x. Then by putting the algebra of integration, it is integral of sec square dx minus integral of sec x into tan x dx. The integral of sec square x, it is tan x minus sec x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for, okay, let us write down here. Okay, this will be tan x minus sec x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 24. Then the task is for you that you have to integrate integral of 1 upon 1 minus sin x dx. The number 26, these are the tasks for you. 1 upon 1 plus cos x. Then in the number 27, the task is you have to integrate 1 upon 1 minus cos x with respect to x. So these three numbers are tasks for you. You have to integrate these functions. Then let us go through the problem number 28. Coming to us to the problem number 28, we have to integrate sin x divided by 1 plus sin x. Then just multiply 1 minus sin x to both numerator and as well as in the denominator part. So it will be sin x minus sin square x whole divided by 1 minus sin square x. Sin x minus sin square x whole divided by cos square x. Then it will be sin x divided by cos square x minus sin square x divided by cos square x. Then this will be sec x into tan x minus tan square x, and we have to integrate this with respect to x. Then it will be sec x into tan x minus, in place of tan square x we have to write down sec square x minus 1, and its integral with respect to x. So it will be sec x into tan x minus sec square x plus 1 and its integral with respect to x. Then we have to separate the functions or integrals. Integral of sec x multiplied with tan x dx minus integral of sec square x dx plus integral of 1 dx. Integral of sec x into tan x dx, it is sec x, minus integral of sec square x, it is tan x, plus x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 28. Then moving to the problem number 29 and onwards. Then coming to the problem number 29, we have to integrate sin inverse x cos x dx. First of all, let us convert cos x in terms of a sine function. It will be sin 5/2 minus x. Then sin inverse sin pi/2 minus x. It is integral of 5/2 minus x dx. So it will be 5/2 integral of dx minus integral of x dx, because pi/2 is a constant. So it is 5/2. Okay, you can write down x 5/2 minus x square divided by 2 plus any constant c. Then coming to the problem number 30. The value we have to integrate, this is the integration of sin square x divided by 1 plus cos x dx. In place of sin square x, we can put it as 1 minus cos square x divided by 1 plus cos x. The value of 1 minus cos square x can be factorized into the product of 1 plus cos x and 1 minus cos x whole divided by 1 plus cos x. Then cancelling the common factors here, just we have integral of 1 minus cos x dx. Then it will be integral of 1 dx minus integral of cos x dx. Integral of 1, it is x, minus integral of cos x, it is sin x, plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for the problem number 30. Then coming to the problem number 31 and onwards. Then coming to the problem number 31. We have to integrate 1 plus sin x divided by 1 minus sin x with respect to x. Just multiplying 1 plus sin x to both numerator and denominator, we have, then the numerator will be in the form of whole square of 1 minus sin x. The denominator will be in the form of 1 minus sin square x. So by applying the algebraic identity of whole square of a plus b, it will be 1 plus sin square x plus 2 sin x whole divided by cos square x. Then it will be 1 upon cos square x plus sin square x upon cos square x plus 2 sin x divided by cos square x. Then it will be sec square x plus tan square x plus 2 sec x into tan x. Then it will be sec square x. In place of tan square x, you can put here sec square x minus 1 plus 2 sec x into tan x, and we have to integrate this with respect to x. Then just separating these terms. Okay, now let us solve the last step here. It will be 2 sec square x minus 1 plus 2 sec x into tan x, and we have to integrate with respect to x here. So it will be 2 multiplied with sec square x dx minus 1 minus integral of 1 dx plus 2 multiplied with integral of sec x tan x dx. So it is 2 tan x minus x plus 2 sec x plus any constant c, and this will be the answer for problem number 31. Then coming to us to the last problem of this current video session, that is the problem number 32. So here it is the problem number 32, which is the last problem of this current video session. Let us go through the problem. Given that f dash x is equal to x minus 1 upon x square, and also it is given that the value of f of 1 is equal to 1 by 2. Given that f dash x is equal to x minus 1 upon x square and f of 1 is equal to 1 by 2. Now integrating both sides, integral of f dash x dx, and again integrating the right hand side also with respect to x, then it is integral of differentiation of f of x. Then it will be integral of x dx minus integral of 1 upon x square dx. From the property number 1 of algebra of integration, we already know that integral of differentiation of any function, it is the integrand itself. So it will be f of x is equal to x square divided by 2 plus 1 upon 1 by x plus any constant c. Integral of 1 upon x square, it will be integral of x to the power minus 2 dx. That means it will be x to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 plus any constant c, or also it can be written as x to the power minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus any constant c, and also it can be again simplified to the form of minus 1 upon x plus c. So in place of, now in place of integral of 1 upon x square, I can put minus 1 upon x. So minus and minus, so it becomes plus. So plus 1 upon x plus any constant, here it is c. So again we have to go through the given condition. It is also given that f of 1 is equal to 1 by 2. That is, when x is equal to 1, then f of x is equal to 1 by 2. Here also we can write down, that is, when the value of x is equal to 1, this is the value of x and this is the value of f of x. So when x is equal to 1, then f of x is equal to 1 by 2. So by putting these values in equation 1, putting the above values in equation 1, we have, let us put these values here. F of x is equal to 1 by 2. Then in place of x we have to put 1. So it will be 1 square divided by 2, that means 1 upon 2. Again in place of x we have to put here 1, so it will be 1. 1 upon 1, it is 1 plus any constant c. Then the value of a c is equal to minus 1. The value of a c is equal to minus 1. But the problem is not complete here. Again we have to put this value of a c here in equation 1 to get the solution, the final solution of the problem. Putting the value of a c in equation 1, we have, it will be f of x is equal to x square divided by 2 plus 1 upon x. In place of c, just we have to put 1, and this will be the complete solution for the problem number 32. Just we have to put the value of a constant in place of the c or in equation 1 so that we can get the solution, and this solution is called as the particular solution because we know the particular value of the constant in this solution. So this solution is called as particular solution. So in this particular video session, just we have discussed about the algebra of integration. We see there are four types of algebra of integrations, or we can say that the four properties of algebra of integration, and then we have solved so many problems, 32 problems based upon these properties of algebra of integration. In the next video session, we are going to just solve some of the problems based upon your syllabus or your reference book. Till then, thank you.